everyone, welcome to this other episode of The Survivor. Surviving witches and warlocks, transcending traumatic experiences. So in the last episode, I was talking about karma. So some people think karma is like kind of curse or a curse. Let's say, when you act, either is goodness you are doing, or is something bad. It's like you are planting a tree of goodness and a tree of bad things. So those trees will bear fruit. If the tree that you have planted is a tree of goodness, you will have fruits of goodness. And if the tree you have planted is a tree of badness, bad things, it will bear fruit of bad things. So your karma is the tree that was planted, either in the spiritual world or in the physical world. And those fruits that has come from the tree, they will be fruit of goodness or fruit of bad things, depending on what you have done. That is your karma. So you can have a karma of goodness or you can have a karma of bad things. So when I was talking about those people who will take karma, but who were not the people who planted a tree of bad things, a tree of darkness. I'm talking about the people who were, for example, supporting people who came against me. They were supporting people who came against me because of what those people were telling them. But the thing is, if you are someone who is doing an inner work, who is constantly working on yourself, when someone comes to you, whoever they are, whatever they are telling you, you will be able to identify them because God will give you what we call the discernment, the gift of discernment. And even if your discernment is not high, or you don't even have it, as someone who is constantly working on themselves, or someone who is a believer, when someone come and tell you something very ugly about someone, like tell you that someone is doing witchcraft, or witchcraft is very ugly, or someone is a thief, or someone is a liar, or someone is a prostitute, that is very heavy. You as a believer, you don't take it as granted. You will go and ask your God, someone told me this about this person, but this person is maybe someone I want to have a type of relation with, friendship or whatever. Or is someone I consider or I think is of utmost values. God, tell me the truth. And God will surely reveal you the truth about that person. So that's why it's so important to do inner work. Because when you are working on yourself, you don't waste time gossiping on other people. And for you all to know, gossip is a type of witchcraft. Yes, gossiping is a type of witchcraft. When in the Quran, God has talking about that when you gossip about someone, it's like eating that person's dead body. I was shocked when I saw it, like when in the Islamic teachings. No, understand, because when you are gossiping about someone, you are doing witchcraft that can create confusion in that person's life. And you know that confusion can lead someone to unalive themselves. Yes. So just by you gossiping, especially when you are gossiping with those bad things about the person, you are doing witchcraft against the person. And you end up building a bad karma that you didn't plan. And when you are the supporters of people who are doing witchcraft against other people, you will share the karma with them. Everybody has his own karma. As a supporter, it's like someone who has a gun. He's ready to, what do we call it? He's ready to use a gun and kill someone. By you supporting him, he can make the decision quickly. But if he sees that there is no support behind him, he can decide not to kill that person. So who is the one who is the culprit? The one who has the gun, or the one who is supporting the person who has the gun? So it's important to do the inner work. And when you do the inner work, as I was saying, you become more aligned with the divine because you get rid of a lot of demons. Some people have, when I was giving example of people who has problem like sleeping around, those are demon of lugs, incubus and succubus demon, this type of demon, like sleeping around. Yeah, it's a demonic also, it's a demonic entity also. So when you get rid of all those demonic entities, you become more aligned with the divine. You become more aligned with God. And this also something like when you are more aligned with God, even when you are going through hardship in the physical, you are more happy. So the happiness you see in me and that some of you envy, that's where it comes from. It just comes from the inner work. It's not because I don't have problem. Everybody has problem. Elon Musk has problem. He has problems. Everybody has problems because depending on your purpose on earth and depending on the path that the Creator has decided that will be your path. In my case, the Creator has decided that my path will be that way. I'll have to go through all those things to learn in a certain way. Maybe he has decided, maybe he hasn't also not decided that. But I still went through it. And he was behind me, he was with me. So everybody has to go through their own struggles. So instead of you focusing on other people, focus on yourself. Work on your flaws. And when you are a believer, I think it's even easier when you are a believer because you can ask God, oh God, I want to be that version of myself that you love, that you like, that you are proud of. And God will certainly show you the way. He will certainly support you in that path. And by doing that, God can reward you and even reward your lineage back and forth. It has been described in the Quran. And today in the physical world, we call it quantum jumping. Like people can quantum jump in the past, but also in the future. The Quran has said it like, by your goodness, I will reward your ancestors, and I will reward your descendants by your goodness. So everyone has to sit with themselves. Sit with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Even if it's ugly, it's dark, look. And all this darkness that you are seeing, make a point. Decide, make that decision to clean that darkness. And from what I understand as a believer, as a Muslim, God doesn't want you to be, God says he doesn't want us to be perfect. He wants us to seek for perfection. There is two different concepts. It's two different. People can see that you are perfect, but you are not. Like all those people who were against me. In society, they appear like perfect people. Like they are the perfect people. They are the perfect Muslim, the perfect Christian, they have the perfect life. But it was just fake. It was fake. Fakeness. Fake to the core for some of them. I don't judge people's choices. I mean, everybody make their own choices. But what I don't accept is like putting your choice on other people's life. I mean, if you make the choice to work with the demonic entities, it's your choice. Then give yourself to them. Why will you go and give other people's life to them? Give yourself to those demonic entities. It's your choice. I don't judge people. And it's very simple. If that's why I even working with people who are doing prostitution. It's why I don't judge people, because from what I understand from life, everybody has their own path. You don't know what some people have been through, and some people are carrying trauma that even come from their own parents. It's not like from some people. Many of us, because most of the time our parents, our grandparents, or our great grandparents didn't do the work to get rid of the consequences of the trauma they might have experiences in the when they were alive. So when you are a child who is born, you are born with this trauma, those trauma, and you have to heal them also. And you can never come to know about all this if you don't sit with yourself and you look at yourself in the mirror. If you are an envious person, you yourself. It's very simple. When you see someone has something, you want to have it. And it's not like you want to have it in the sense of, oh, I can also do work as that person and have it. You want to have it in the sense that you want to take it from that person. That's why you know you are envious or jealous. And if you are someone who is egoistic, you know. You are not someone who accepts like criticism easily, or who themselves criticize themselves. You know you are egoistic. And if you are someone who compares your life with others, you know. When you see someone having something you don't have, you know that it triggers you. Then that's where you know that you have this spirit of comparison, this demon of comparison in your life. That's where you know that you have this demon of ego, this demon of jealousy or envy. Though the first step is the inner work. And that inner work, as I said, is continuous. You will do it. You will keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because we are human beings. And it's not something that just happened like that. It happened in one day. Oh, what, today I sit with myself, I work with my envy flaw, and it's finished. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't disappear in one day. Because every time you see something in someone and you want that person, you want to take it from that person, you know you are not healed, and you have to continue the work. Everything you see someone having something you don't have, and you see someone and you compare your life to that person, you know that you are not yet healed of the demon of comparison. And everything, you know you did something wrong, and you find it very hard to apologize, or very hard to sit with yourself and say, oh, I didn't did that thing was wrong. You know that you didn't get rid of the demon of ego. So you know yourself. So the first step in transcending trauma, the first step in evolving, in emitting good energy, the first step in being aligned with the divine is the inner work. It's not going to any type of religion. It's not religion first. It's the inner work. That's the first thing. The religion helps you do the work. It helps you accept the fact that there is a God, there is a superpower that is above all, that has created you. It helps you. But the inner work leads you to be close to Him, leads you to be aligned with Him. And it leads you to be always happy no matter what is happening in your life. And that happiness will help you to go through all the trials that God will put on your way. Because as a believer, we know that we are on this earth to be tested. Our whole life will be a test. So I hope I help you in a way, and I hope that all of us, for people who have never started working on themselves, we start, and people who have already started, they will continue doing it. So the inner work will help you face your trauma. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Surviving Witches and Warlords Transcending Traumatic Experience. See you in the next episode.